Hey there, in this video I thought I would share with you an art haul from Jerry's Artrama from yesterday. I went to Dallas and just really needed some art supply shopping therapy. And I really been wanting to try out some pan pastels, which I'll show you what I got for that in just a second. But the first thing I wanted to share was that I found this cute little brick sketchbook. I really like the smaller sketchbooks because when you just want to paint or draw, for relaxation, I don't really want to make something that takes a lot of time. That's why I like these smaller sets. And then I saw that they had brick sketchbooks, and I wasn't sure if they were like the brick watercolor pads that are gummed all the way around. This was in plastic, and so I didn't know if it was gummed or not. I assumed it was since it was a brick, but it is not gummed. So I opened it, and I guess it's brick is the layout, and you get a nice flat page when you open this up. So that's the fun little sketchbook. I'll be doing some little videos in this book pretty soon. I also bought an extra backup Stabilo pen in black because I use this quite a bit. Actually, this is the black one. I use it quite a bit on my watercolor mixed media drawings, and this one's a really nice fine point. I really like these pens the best for those fine liners. And I saw that they had this other color. Let's see if you can tell a difference. It's actually a green black, and so here's where I tested them out, but I'll do it again here. This is the black, and that's the green black, and not much of a difference in this lighting, but I can see it on my paper in real life. And then I always like to buy gel pens, play around with different brands. This one's Jelly Roll, and it's by Sakura, and it has a really nice feel. And because it's new, the ink is still trying to come out, but it feels really nice, and it's my favorite color, pink, and it's a little bit sparkly, so I really like that. Okay, the next thing I'll share is the pan pastels that I went after. I saw that they were pretty pricey, and in order to at least get a decent amount of colors, I would have to spend a lot more money than I had intended, and I didn't just want to buy one or two, so which I probably would have done had I not found this. And it's a pastel shaver kit, and so what it came with was this little bowl and a sieve, and then you take your pastels that you have already and you just shave them down, and it makes this powder, which is similar to the powder in a pan pastel. Now I know this isn't probably the same exact thing as a pan pastel. They probably have different kinds of minerals or binders, or I'm not sure, but I thought it kind of does the trick, and I wanted to try it in a powder form with the watercolor, and so there we go. And I used to do a lot of pastel art, and so I have a lot of colors, and I kind of really didn't want to pick it back up because what I didn't like about pastels was how dirty it made your hands. And so that's why the pan pastels intrigued me when I first learned about them. And so this is going to take some time, and eventually I'll have some videos where I use this fun stuff, but I will keep you posted. It's coming soon. So with that, it came with this nice little metal brush to clean out the sieve in between colors. And what I learned with the pan pastels is you need these little plastic, they look like palette knives, that come with these sponges that you put on the end, and that's what you dip into the powder and then kind of rub it or scrape it on the paper. So I am really excited to try this. And they remind me of eye makeup applicators, and I have some that I don't use, so I'm probably going to be using those as well when I do this. So got those. These were not very expensive. And then of course I needed some pans to put them in, so I just bought a set of empty pans and saved myself a lot of money because I already have pastels. So making my own pan pastels, so new video on that coming soon. Another thing I picked up was this half pan watercolor tin. I needed a tin to put all of my Seattle watercolors. That's what I call my Seattle set, because I first learned about beam paints by visiting a little store in Seattle called Push Pull, and that's where I bought my first beam paints. And then I've since I actually was gifted some more at Christmas, and these little seashells, and they're just kind of, you know, needed a place to be all together, collect as a collection. And so I decided this is probably going to end up just being a beam set eventually, all beam, but I currently do have my bottle cap paints that I did buy from Push Pull, which is their own formulation. These are handmade also. They're by that shop, so they do theirs in little bottle caps, and so I put magnets on the bottom of these because I pulled them out of a different tin, but I just wanted them all together for now. I'm calling this my Seattle set. Now, the inside of this came with some empty pans, half pans, and so what I've decided to do with that is I'm making myself some pastels. Another thing I purchased on my art haul was this Marie's, it's called Masters by Marie's, or Marie's Master, I'm not really sure. It's pretty inexpensive, but I've bought this color before. It's a pearl white, and I've mixed it and I'm almost out, so I bought another tube of it to make some pastel-y colors out of this set that I got for Christmas. So this is Christy Rice's art of, what is it called? Making Art for Joy's Sake set. And as you can see, I've been really loving these colors, but spring is coming up and I wanted some pastels. So I really enjoy mixing this white with my watercolor paints because it's pearlescent, and you can see it makes these really beautiful pastels. So I've just been making my set here. So far I've made just these 6, and I'm gonna do the brown and the purple. I thought I'd show you what I was doing. And then here's where I've swatched them out. This is the mix that I created, the tint, and then here's the original color. So you can see kind of see the difference. It's not the best video picture, but you can kind of see that a little better there. Okay, so basically all I did was I put in a little dab in here. So I'm going to do 2 colors. I don't think I'm going to do the neon or some of these lighter colors here, but I already did these 2. This is that green. This is kind of the yellow. It's kind of an ochre, yellow ochre. I did that pink right there and that red. Yeah, one's a red and one's a pink. Sometimes I have trouble telling the difference. And I did the blue and the teal, and now I'm going to do the brown and the purple. So let me show you. All I did was dab in a little bit of color into this pan. And now I have a pearlescent brown. It's really pretty. Or tan, I guess. Maybe it's a tan color. And so here I'll swatch it out. When I do that, you can kind of see the shimmer. And here's the original color. So you can see it made it a lot lighter. And then I did lift it a little bit just to see how well it would do. All right, so now let's do the purple. Some more paint in there. It's a really pretty pastel purple. And there we go. And I'll do the little stripe here. Original color. Beautiful. Let's lift a little bit. Nice. And now I have a lovely little pastel set. So I'll take these these pans out of this here eventually and put them in another little pan I have, or another palette tray I have. It needs to be cleaned out. This one here. And now I've got a nice little pastel set of this one. And I think that's it. Let me know if you liked any of this. Give me a subscribe and a like. I would greatly appreciate that as I'm trying to grow this channel. And let me know if you want to see the process for making the pan pastels. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good day.